Good afternoon. My name is Stacy Turnbull, and I serve as the State Director of Ag Education for the Department of Education. I'm excited to have students back here on campus. Agriculture is the #1 industry in Nebraska, but we know that routinely agriculture industry doesn't fill those jobs. There aren't enough candidates for those positions. In Nebraska, agriculture employs 1 out of every 4 Nebraskans. And I'm excited for Ag Education to have a part in that. In agriculture education, we are teaching students about agriculture, food, and natural resources and preparing for them for those careers in Nebraska, as well as preparing them to be those dedicated citizens and consumers of the future here. Ag education in Nebraska is an important pipeline. We're creating that pipeline for the industry, and we're proud of that. We're proud of our schools that they have recognized the need to keep that education going. Throughout the United States, we're dealing with a teacher shortage, and Nebraska is no different. This year, we have a record number 65 openings, and there's still another month yet where we expect more teacher positions to be open. That's a crisis situation for us as we, again, look to fill that pipeline of needs for the ag industry. As we look at from 2010 to 2022, we moved from 133 chapters to 202 FFA chapters and ag ed programs, and that's a phenomenal growth. That's a testament to our school districts and their understanding of that importance. At the same time as we look at that, we're also looking at the diversity throughout our state. We're talking about urban and rural schools that are both adding programs. As we look at our coursework, we're seeing that our courses are also expanding as we look for that diversity and the variety within our students. So we're talking about technology, biotechnology, precision agriculture, food processing, in addition to the traditional ag business, plant science, and animal science. So we're excited about that growth. In order to sustain that, though, we need to have qualified educators. And much of that comes from the work that we do to not only prepare quality educators, that's what I do at UNL here, but also to sustain them and retain those teachers, working with things like the mentorship program that are going to give us that good base. So I'll turn over now to Matt to talk a little bit about UNL's efforts.
Thank you, Stacy. I'm Matt Kreipels, and I coordinate the Agricultural Education Teacher Preparation Program here at the University of Nebraska, which is out of the Department of Agricultural Leadership, Education, and Communication, which we call ALEC. And we recognize the extreme growth that Nebraska has experienced in ag education over the last decade. And we also recognize that there are not enough teachers entering the profession and staying in the profession to fill all the needs of all these schools. Because Nebraska ag education is a pipeline to the ag industry, the University of Nebraska and Kasner has looked to say, this is a need, what needs to happen? And so today we're excited to announce that the Department of Ag Leadership, Education, and Communication is adding 3 additional faculty members who will serve the state of Nebraska, not just here in Lincoln, but in all corners of the state. And so 2 of those faculty members will be located in Northeast Nebraska at the Haskell Ag Lab in Concord, Nebraska, and then also in Scotts Bluff, where they will be boots on the ground individuals who will be able to help recruit, bring to Lincoln, prepare, and then also send, as teachers go back out, support those teachers so they'll be retained within the profession. And so one of those individuals is here today. He's actually a current high school ag teacher. Mr. Monty Larson is with us. And Monty brings a wealth of experience, over 20 years teaching in the classroom. Also has ranch experience and agribusiness experience, and he'll be serving the Northeast portion of the state. Dr. Troy White is going to be joining us in Scotts Bluff, and Troy is a current teacher educator at SDSU and is going to bring that expertise and experience with him to the Panhandle and work with teachers. These individuals really will not only work with local teachers, but also work with local students to attract them into the teaching profession and then connect them with the faculty on campus. The third faculty addition in the ALEC department is a tenure track position, which is going to be filled by Dr. Becky Haddad, who's a current faculty member at the University of Minnesota. Becky is a vibrant young professor who will be able to help add to our team here in Lincoln in preparing those teachers, and has specific expertise in her research around teacher mobility, which will help us to address the teacher retention issue here in the state. And so combining these three individuals along with current faculty here on campus is something that we hope will help directly address. In other words, Kasner's doubling down really on how we're able to help recruit, prepare, and support teachers across the state of Nebraska. And to help us learn a little about what that looks like from a local teacher perspective, I'll introduce Tony Rasmussen.
Hi, I'm Tony Rasmussen. I currently serve as the ag teacher at Wayne High School in Wayne, Nebraska. I've been watching the ALEG secondary ag ed position since I was a sophomore in high school. So as I start to recognize names and faces and everything else, it's just an exciting career to be a part of. And also to see what teachers are going to what locations, new programs that are starting, such as Wayne did 5 years ago, and everything else that's involved in having those ag ed positions. I currently also serve as a beginning teacher mentor coordinator with Matt. And each month we have meetings with the new teachers and help them along their journey to navigate the ag ed waters with upcoming deadlines and everything else that comes with being an ag ed teacher. While we've done as much as possible to support first year teachers, I'm excited to have the UNL faculty join us and expand the program. Troy and Monty will do a great job having boots on the ground and being local advisors to those teachers and helping them navigate the waters as well and helping them through all the deadlines and recruit local teachers as well. Ultimately, our goal is to attract more teachers into the profession. In a single day, I may be teaching welding, food science, taking kids on a tour, working on records, and also, in general, guiding them through life services. So I'm excited to get more teachers into the profession, and as we look forward, this is a great time to enter the profession of ag ed teaching and join the ag ed community and the ag ed family.